How are we, my friends? You are very welcome along to this Bournemouth preview here on Anfield Agenda. The Reds are travelling down to take on the Cherries at 12:30. Thank you for that, BT, by the way. I do love these early kickoffs. Said nobody ever. Although I'm sure there are a few sadists out there who do actually love the early kickoffs. For me, I dread them every time they come around. Not just because it means getting out of bed earlier, but they also throw up some strange results occasionally. And obviously, we're fresh off the back of what was that, Craig? 7-0 victory over Manchester United. We want to carry on that form. This is the last game before the Reds, the last league game before the Reds go into the international break. So we want to head in there on a bit of a high. So fingers crossed that we can get to 3 points. I'm going to do what I always do in these videos. Give you my thoughts ahead of the game, my predicted 11 and my score predictions. And of course, I ask you guys to let me know your thoughts in the comment section. We are, as you can see, being brought to you with thanks to our friends at Circl. The football sweepstakes game where the winner is decided by events that happen live on the pitch and every moment counts. This weekend we are of course going to have a circle that you can play along with during the game. It is a countdown circle this week, meaning 10% of the pot will be paid out every 15 minutes of the game, with the remaining 50% paid out when the referee blows the final whistle at the end of the game. If you want to join us, simply scan that QR code in the top right hand corner. If you are a UK resident aged 18 plus, you are eligible to come and play along with us. It is of course a gambling product, so we urge you to always gamble responsibly. And if you would like to get yourself £5 in free bets when you deposit and place your first £5 in bets, simply use the referral code anfieldagenda, all one word, on sign up, and our friends at Circl will make sure you get credited that £5 free bet. Right, let's get stuck into it. So, Bournemouth should be easy, right? Should be, but it's the Premier League. You can never take anything for granted. For instance, who would have thought that Bournemouth would have been 2-0 up at the Emirates against Arsenal last week? Yes, they went on to lose the game, but they showed some good spirit to go 2-0 up. We need to be careful here. We can't take them lightly. They will, of course, remember the 9-0 whooping that they got earlier on in the season, and they will want to put that right. We can't let them. We have to go into this international break with another 3 points and keep up the pressure as we close in on a Champions League spot for next season. So with that in mind, my friends, let's jump into my predicted 11 and my score prediction. Let's start off with the score prediction as we always do. And I'm going to go 3-1 to Liverpool. And the reason I've gone 3-1 is I think we've kept 4 or 5 clean sheets now in a row in the league, or at least in games. And that luck has to run out at some point. So I like to always give the home team a goal. I don't know why I do this, but I like to always give them a goal when I'm doing my predictions. Maybe it's because I just think it comes across really arrogant if I come on and go, yeah, 3-0. 3-0 against Bournemouth. But look, we should be looking to do them over and do them over quite well. If I'm Mohamed Salah, Darwin Núñez, Cody Gakpo, or any of the Liverpool forwards, I'm looking at this game going, could be some more goals in this, lad. So fingers crossed that they are feeling exactly that way, and hopefully Bournemouth are feeling rather generous. So let's move on to the starting 11 now, and there isn't too many surprises for you here, my friends. We will probably stick to that 4-3-3 formation. It was great to see Cody Gakpo and Darwin Núñez interchanging a lot during the 7-0 victory over Manchester United, who we beat by 7-0 in that 7-0 victory over Manchester United. 7 for us, none for United, just in case, just to pull some clarification on that. There hasn't really been much talk about it in the media, but Liverpool did beat Manchester United by 7-0. Kind of think of it this way: 7 goals for the Champions League team this season, 0 goals for Manchester United, the Europa League team, who thought that they were on the pig's back after beating Barcelona 7-0. So here's my team. Let's start off with the goalkeeper and the centre backs, who coincidentally were also involved in that 7-0 victory over Manchester United. So it is Alisson Becker, Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahima Konate that are making up my centre-backs for this one. We have a little bit of time as well ahead of the game against Real Madrid on Wednesday for the lads to recover, with it being the early kick-off. So as much as I don't like it, I'm sure Jurgen Klopp and the Liverpool medical team are very happy that we have an extra few hours for the lads to recover. So Alisson in goal for me, Ibrahima Konate and Virgil van Dijk in the centre-back positions. Hard to change them around after they kept a clean sheet in that 7-0 victory over Manchester United. Now into the fullbacks. Have I made a change here? Nope. I bet you Trent couldn't believe his luck, though, when Manchester United decided to play Marcus Rashford through the centre last week and not on the left-hand side during that 7-0 victory for Liverpool. He probably couldn't believe his luck. I was worried about it all week, and I bet you Jurgen Klopp couldn't believe his luck either when Ten Hag decided to try and play Rashford through the centre. 7-0. So Trent at right back, Andy Robertson at left back. Robbo really did have one of my favourite games for him in a Liverpool shirt during that 7-0 victory over Manchester United last week. Man of the match, and rightly so, by many pundits out there. I think the one stat that stands out now is that Andy Robertson has more assists in the Premier League than Eden Hazard. Let that sink in for a second. I think it's 55 now for Robbo. You know the Eden Hazard that Chelsea fans love to compare Mohamed Salah to? Well, he doesn't even stack up to Andy Robertson. So there you go. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, my Hazard-loving fanboys out there. Now we move into midfield. I would bring in Stefan Bajcetic again. I would have Fabinho and Harvey Elliott in there. I think, look, people have been critical of Harvey Elliott's performances over the past few weeks, or maybe this season. But I, again, would like people to understand he's a 19-year-old kid. This isn't his natural position. He's still learning to play it, and of course learning the defensive responsibilities that come with playing on that right side of midfield in a Liverpool 3. So I want him to continue his development. So for me, Elliott plays, Bajcetic comes straight back in, and Fabinho, whose form has gotten better over the past few weeks. And I would rest up our captain because I have a feeling Klopp will want to use him against Real Madrid away. So that is my midfield there: Fabinho, Bajcetic and Elliott. Now up top, this is where it was a little bit more difficult, because do I stick with the same front three? Do I give Bobby Firmino some minutes after his goal-scoring exploits against Manchester United during that 7-0 victory? Bobby scored the 7th, by the way, in that 7-0 victory against Manchester United. After Darwin Núñez had scored 2, Mohamed Salah had scored 2, and Cody Gakpo, of course, scored 2, which, if you add them all together, comes to 7, which coincidentally is the amount of goals we scored against Manchester United. So who goes and starts this one then? Well, it's going to be Darwin Núñez on the left for me, Mohamed Salah on the right. That was never in question. The only question was, who do we go with through the centre? Do we keep Cody Gakpo in there? Do we bring in the fresh Diogo Jota? Do we give Bobby Firmino some more minutes? I think it's only fair that we keep Cody Gakpo in there, because he looks like he's really settling into the role. Bobby Firmino 2.0, as he's being called by many people, and I think his performances have been just getting better and better and better. Most importantly, his finishing is absolutely top tier. Look at both of his goals that he scored against United. The first one that he cut inside into his right boot was a brilliant finish, a brilliant sweeping of the defender out of his way as well. Just one swift movement across and then a lovely arrow shot into the corner. And his second goal was quite simply outstanding. Just watch how far he ran. He started it on the edge of our box, gave the ball out wide right, I think to Salah if I remember correctly, and just look at that lung-bursting run he made to cover the ground, and didn't even break stride as he just lofted the ball past David De Gea into the net. It was exquisite. It was absolutely brilliant from Cody Gakpo during that 7-0 victory over Manchester United. So that is it from me, my friends. That is my predicted 11 for the game. I want to know your thoughts now. Let me know who you would like to see. Would you have any changes to this? Do you disagree with the score prediction? And of course, if you want to join us for the Countdown Circle, scan the QR code, top right hand corner, and use the referral code anfieldagenda, all one word, on sign up. That way when you deposit and place your first £5 of bets, Circl will match that with £5 in free bets for you to use at your discretion. Maybe you want to put a bet on Manchester United conceding 7. Well, you can't actually do that in Circl, but it was a way for me to say 7 again. So I am going to head off now. As I record this, it is 7:20. The day after Tuesday the 7th of March, and I'm sure you'll find your own ways to include the number 7 in there, but don't let those United fans off the hook. My mates hate me right now, and rightly so, because every single minute of the day I have spare, I am finding gifs, memes, just anything with the number 7 in it and sending it across to them. So I'm going to go off on my merry way. I wish you guys the best. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and I will catch up with you all soon. Much love. Bye bye. 7.